Welcome back to Everpreneur, and today we're going to be talking about easy story posting ideas. So, mentioned before in previous videos, you want to have a story running pretty much all the 24 hours. Like even if it's just one, you should always have a story running. It helps with the algorithm with Instagram. It shows them that you're active on the platform and your followers get more engaged as well. It feels more like a community, whereas a faceless Instagram page with no story, just, you know what I mean? So you want to always have a story running. And what's a great way, again, keeping with the repost content, like if you're a diet niche page or a fitness page, it's pretty, when you're at the gym, you can throw a story up. I always like having interactive ones. So ask them a question, yes or no. And then, that's an easy one. Whereas if you ask them a question, hey, do you like to use the kettlebells, for example, yes or no? And like a little story of you using them, you can see what the responses are. I'll screenshot the responses, and then the next 24 hours, if I have nothing to post, I'll post up the responses. Here's what you guys thought about using kettlebells. 30% do, 70% don't, right? It's just that's an easy way of, you have a question, and then your next story 24 hours later is what everyone responded to with that question, right? Or you'll have a direct question where people have to write out, what's your favorite pairing with a steak? And then you'll have all your responses. You can screenshot those, put those together in a frame, and then throw it up. I like to use this app called PickFrame on my iPhone. I'll put the link in the description below. But yeah, PickFrame is a great app for you can take a couple of screenshots and then organize them in PickFrame to really show easily, and then just put one picture up on your story rather than 100 different. But yeah, so that's one way. Another way is just funny content. Story just work great with funny content, right? You can go on the main meme page, because every niche has a meme page related to it. Find that meme page, find some of the funniest ones, whether you're gonna look at how many likes they have and find what people are finding funny, grab them and then post them up, right? You can actually click, I'm gonna put a video on this, but you can basically, I'll do a picture in picture, during this video. You can click the little paper plane airplane and then click post a story, and it'll actually post it right to your story. So easy way to just have constant content going up, right? Either you screenshot them or just post to your story directly, or save it in drafts or schedule it. Funny content is great on stories. And again, it's almost like the same strategy with reposting, but what I like to do with the stories and on my account is I'll put stories up that I didn't want to necessarily put up on my main page, but I still thought were good. And a lot of times those will be things like quotes. You know what I mean? So if you don't want to put just quotes up on your main page, I don't do that often. I'll throw the quotes up in the story, right? And people don't get spammed with stories. You can crank up a bunch of quotes you love or a bunch of funny memes. If a meme is kind of risque, I've had that before too. It's a risque meme, throw it up in the story, right? Give people a laugh, but you don't want to get your whole follower base exposed to it, right? So that's definitely one way to do it. Just for stories, just keep it going constantly. I'd suggest, stories, and don't overthink it. It's really just a 24-hour thing. It's not going to kill you. It's not just something offensive or against their terms of service. Throw kind of you can get a little bit more creative with the stories, right? I love using, you can use the people dancing. You can use like the mini GIFs within the stories. Don't take it too seriously, unless your target market is a very serious base. But yeah, stories it's pretty easy to grab, whatever content. You can even see what other accounts in your niche are doing in their stories, screenshotting it and throwing it up on yours, right? It's a free for all with the stories. So don't overthink it. Grab some funny content. You can do response content or things that you saved as a post, but you don't want to put on your main account. It's not quite up to your standards. Throw it in the story, but it's good to have a story going 24/7, at least one post every 24 hours. It definitely helps with the engagement. It helps with your algorithm for your account, and as well, it keeps your followers more engaged, right? So, and you can also throw a hashtag. Right now, they're starting to put stories in the explore page. So by hashtagging, you can potentially get your story found in the explore page, and it's ways to get more followers, right? So, that's kind of if you guys have any more, this is one I'd really be curious to see, your guys, strategy for stories and how to get more content pushed out there constantly and easy, fresh content for your stories. So throw that in the comments below and I will have a discussion over it. and go from there, guys. So again, subscribe.
Hey, entrepreneurs, did you guys love that video? We're gonna love the next two we picked just for you. Check them out over here, and we'll see you there.